Well, I was clean for almost 4 years. This is just a big eye opener for me. I've been doing my best to do good because I have a 16-month-old daughter at home. I'm the only one there that's bringing money into the home to take care of her.
Seth Michael Daniels. It's case number 2026 CR 46. Defendant appears in the office of his attorney, Jorge De Hoyos. Brett Sweeney appears for the state of Kansas. This matter was scheduled to come before the court at this time for evidentiary preliminary hearing. What announcement is made at this time, Mr. De Hoyos?
Your Honor, at this time, the defense intends to enter a plea of guilty to the count 2, the Class B non-person misdemeanor, and ask to move forward with sentencing. I understand the state intends to dismiss count 1.
Mr. Sweeney, is that announcement consistent with your understanding as to how the Daniels case would be handled?
That is accurate, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Daniels, is it your intention to resolve your case today by entering a plea of guilty and accepting conviction for count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Daniels, possession of drug paraphernalia is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. In Kansas, that's punishable by up to 6 months in the county jail and up to a $1,000 fine, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you're entering a plea of guilty at this time, it essentially means that you're admitting that you did the act charged. According to the state's charging document, this took place February 7 of 2026. Is that when it happened?
Yes, sir.
And it happened somewhere in Butler County, Kansas. Where was it?
Rose Hill, Kansas.
All right. Within the city limits?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did you possess that would be drug paraphernalia?
The pipe that was in my sun visor thing.
And that pipe that was in your sun visor thing, is that something that would be used to ingest some sort of controlled substance into the human body?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you now freely, knowingly, and voluntarily enter a plea of guilty and accept conviction for possession of paraphernalia for use, Class B, non-person misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Very well. The court finds that it's a free voluntary act on Mr. Daniels' part. He's been made aware of the possible penalties, and if there's a factual basis supporting the charge, court accepts the defendant's plea of guilty and finds him convicted of Class B misdemeanor, possession of paraphernalia for use. We'll proceed to sentencing at this time. What are the state's recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor. So the state's recommending a 6-month jail sentence. We'd ask for no fine. We would ask for the court cost. We're asking the defendant be placed on 12-month court services probation. We're asking for a drug and alcohol evaluation as a condition of that probation, standard conditions above and beyond that. We're asking for supervision fees for that probation. This case was resolved before a K.S.A lab could be completed, so there's no fee being requested there. We're of course asking for attorney's fees and bids fees if they're appropriate. In full candor, Your Honor, Mr. Daniels has got a number of other different cases in numerous jurisdictions, so he'll have to, I guess, deal with those in due course. But as far as this case, we're asking that he be placed on probation with court services, and then if the court follows that recommendation, follow those conditions.
All right, Mr. De Hoyos, what are your recommendations regarding an appropriate sentence?
Judge, I concur with the recommendations of the government.
How much are your fees in the representation of the client?
So I was just looking at that, and this one's relatively quick. I think I'm going to be in the ballpark of 300 or less.
All right. This time, the court will address the defendant, Seth Michael Daniels, personally and ask him, does he have any statements that he wishes to make in mitigation of punishment or anything further that he would like to present to the court? Mr. Daniels?
Yes, sir. I'd like to say that I understand that I messed up. I've been doing my best to do good because I have a 16-month-old daughter at home. I'm the only one there that's bringing money into the home to take care of her. So this has really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
All right. Are you working, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, sir. I work for myself. I work for myself doing home repair and mechanic work.
Well, how much money do you make doing that job?
It really depends on the month, really on what the jobs that I have coming in. But usually I can bring in around $2,500 to $4,000 a month. Sometimes more if I'm lucky.
All right. Very well. Pronounced sentence in the case. For the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class B misdemeanor, the court imposes 6 months in the Butler County Jail. The court imposes no fine. The court will grant this defendant 12 months, reporting probation to be supervised by the Court Services Department. He's to follow standard conditions such as observing all laws and reporting to his officer as directed, among other standard probation conditions. Court will also require Mr. Daniels to, within 45 days of today's date, obtain an approved substance abuse evaluation and abide by the recommendations of that evaluation. Court will be assessing a misdemeanor docket fee, misdemeanor probation fee, in this case. But we'll also assess a bid's application fee of $100 and $300 in legal fees. The court finds Mr. Daniels that paid out over time. These modest amounts shouldn't work a burden or hardship on you or a family member. I'm contemplating currently $75 a month, starting with April. Is that something you can commit to?
Yes, sir.
All right, that will be the order of the court. There'll be a $75 payment minimum starting with the calendar month of April 2026, continuing thereafter each month until the case is paid in full. If your financial circumstances allow, Mr. Daniels, I encourage you to pay off sooner.
Yes.
But I did want to set a minimum standard. I'll also just make the observation, Mr. Daniels, that if you have a 16-month-old daughter, drug use or even drug possession or such criminal behavior is inconsistent with your ability to be able to parent her properly. I think you recognize that now.
Yes, sir.
And that's why you brought that up. You have every incentive to be very successful on this probation, and I hope you can be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
One step in that process is that as soon as we get off this meeting, Mr. DeHarius, I'm sure, would be willing to assist if necessary. I want you to call Butler County Court Services in El Dorado. I have the number, area code 316-322-4153. And then they can give direction, Mr. Daniels, as to what you need to do next to report or otherwise meet your requirements on probation. But if you'll make contact with them as soon as we get off of court proceedings here, that will get your probation off to a good start.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Sweeney, I don't know if there's anything else I need to cover at this time, but if there's anything else, please bring it to the attention of the court.
I know of nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. DeHarius, anything further that you believe the court needs to address?
I don't know if we formally dismiss count one, but I assume that's by operation of law at this point.
Yeah, implicitly that count is dismissed. The court will announce it dismissed for the record as part of the plea agreement reached in the case. Mr. Daniels, do you have any questions about what the court has done here today?
No, sir.
Again, I wish you the best of luck in meeting all of your probation requirements so that the court doesn't have to review this sentence in the future.
Well, I was clean for almost 4 years. This is just a big eye opener for me.
Okay. Well, I hope you can be clean from now on.
Oh, trust me, I will be.
Okay, good. I appreciate your commitment. If there's nothing further then, the Seth Michael Daniels matter will currently be in recess, and this meeting may be ended for all at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Under Kansas law, possession of drug paraphernalia is classified as a Class B non-person misdemeanor under Section 21-5709, carrying a possible sentence of up to 6 months in jail and a fine. While the charge itself may not seem severe, a guilty plea still results in a criminal conviction that can follow a person beyond the courtroom. In this case, the court imposed a structured sentence combining jail time with probation and mandatory conditions like a substance abuse evaluation. That approach reflects how the law is often applied in lower-level offenses, not just to punish, but to intervene before patterns become more serious. What stands out here is the responsibility tied to the situation. When someone has a young child depending on them, the consequences of even minor decisions carry greater weight. The court's warning wasn't just about the charge, it was about the direction those choices can lead if they continue. For more real courtroom breakdowns and legal insights, stay tuned and follow along.